Welcome to StraightUpLearning.com. Today's topic is Excel 2011 formatting. Formatting in Excel usually consists of changing the appearance of your text. So let's say you wanted your text to change the type of font or font size, or even want to apply a bold attribute. That's all considered formatting. To apply formatting, the first thing you need to do is click on the cell in which you want the formatting to appear. So for example, let's say the word estimated, which is in cell B3. If I click on there, you'll now notice that the cell will now have sort of like a blue rectangle border surrounding it. That's to indicate that the cell has now been selected. While that cell is selected, I'm going to come up to the formatting ribbon and I'm going to click on B for bold, and now you'll notice that the word has now been bolded. If I decided that I want to unbold this word, I can come back over here to the B, and it works sort of like a toggle switch where it turns on and off, and if I click on it again, it's now unbolded. If I decided that I want to bold, let's say, a range of words, let's say from budget totals to the word difference, I can click on budget totals and hold my left mouse button and drag it across, and notice those 4 words are now selected. You'll also notice that only 3 of them have shading to it and the first one doesn't. In Excel, when you're selecting a range, the very first cell that you've selected in that range will not be shaded. However, a border will appear surrounding it, just like this blue border here, and that will indicate that that cell is now selected. If I want this to be now bolded, again I can click on B for bold, and now I've bolded a range from A3 through cell D3. If I decided that I want that entire row, so anything that I type in, let's say even after the word difference, I want it to have the same attribute, what I can do is click on the row number. So if I click on the row number, which is the number 3, you'll notice that the whole entire row, even after cell D3, also becomes highlighted. Let's say I want that row to be italicized. I can click on I for italics, and now anything I type in after here will also be italicized. I can also apply that same concept to an entire column. So let's say I wanted the column that contains the word difference and everything within this column to be a font color of red. I can click on the column letter D, and when I do, the entire column is selected. I can now come up here to my formatting toolbar and come to the font color option. I'm going to click on the drop down and I'm going to select red, and now you'll notice that that entire column appears in red. I can also format an entire worksheet by just a click of a button. If I come over here, right above the number 1 to the left of column A, you'll see that there's sort of like a little box there. If you click on that box, your entire worksheet is now selected. And as you guys already know, a worksheet can be very extensive where you can have multiple columns and multiple rows going into the thousands. So this feature is pretty handy in selecting the entire worksheet. So let's say with the entire worksheet I want to change the font. I can come up here to my font option, click on the drop down, choose a font option, and let's say now I want to change the font size. My spreadsheet is still selected. I can click on the drop down, choose a font size, and now I've changed the total font and font size of my spreadsheet. I can click out of here just to simply unselect the entire spreadsheet. And that's formatting in Excel 2011 for the Mac. Thank you for attending. For additional information or for a quick reference sheet for this lesson, please visit us at StraightUpLearning.com or contact us at 704-909-6139.